Halo Asraf, selamat malam. Kedengeran? Halo, tes tes. Halo Asraf, kedengeran? Tes tes.
Kedengaran.
Kedengeran. Sip. Hai, apa kabar Asraf? Kabar baik. Alhamdulillah.
Baik, Mister.
Baik ya, Alhamdulillah. Sip. Kita mulai aja Asraf ya untuk kelas kita hari ini. Sebentar. Kau masih ingat terakhir kali belajar apa Asraf? Masih ingat belajar apa?
Ini, Mister.
Masih ingat gak terakhir kali belajar apa?
Hmm,
Simulator balapan ya, minggu lalu ya. Oke, hari ini kita akan belajar yang namanya peta untuk balapan. Peta itu untuk apa Asraf? Peta.
hmm, menunjukkan jalan.
Apa peta? Peta adalah untuk tempat
Menunjukkan
ya.
jalan.
Yes, ya betul. Ya nanti kamu akan menunjukkan apa lokasi ya, lokasi untuk balapannya Asraf gitu. Nah kemarin kan kita udah belajar untuk bikin simulator ya. Terus kita akan coba membuat timer hari ini. Oke. Nah nanti Asraf akan coba membuat timer, membuat dua blok. Kemudian nanti kita tinggal bikin timernya itu ketika kamu lewatin satu blok dan dia berhenti ketika bloknya yang satunya lagi disentuh gitu. Oke. Nanti detailnya akan Kado tunjukin waktu apa praktek di Roblox Studionya ya. Asraf ada pertanyaan dulu?
Gak ada.
Nggak ada ya. Kalau nggak ada, Asraf coba download dari project ini ya. Ntar. Kamu boleh buka Algonovaya dulu deh, Asraf. Silakan di share screen. Coba dibuka Algonovaya dulu, Asraf. Oke, kemudian Asraf buka yang di nomor 26. He was like, yeah. We said, well, that's the planet. He was like, oh, the message. And he said, like, this. And we're like, what? Such a message, like, good call. He said, oh, message. He said, yeah. And I said, so the planets are sending us a message. And he said, yes, always. And I said, what's the message? And he said, sudah, coba Asraf klik link yang ada di chat Zoom, lalu download ya. Tuh, diklik dulu linknya, lalu kamu download. Thank you for changing my mind. Your and udah download, diklik dulu tombol downloadnya, Asraf. Lalu dibuka ya. I also want to thank you for watching all the way to the end. I cannot. Nah, tuh dibuka open file, klik. See what happens in your life when you use all of the insights and the tools that Martha just shared with you. I especially can't wait to hear the details of your ideal day, and I'm excited for people in my future. It was a really incredible conversation, and I hope to really be into it. And one more thing, hit subscribe. It's one way that you can show me and my team the fact that we put out videos every day. We're getting access to world-renowned experts like Martha Beck. You're creating resources that you can share with the people that you care about. And I know you're the kind of person that wants to support people, support you. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Here with me, watching these videos, sharing out. Okay. Coba di play dulu silakan. And let's spend some more time together. Want to watch another video? This is one that I recommend. In it as soon as you get play. I'll see you. Nah, sip. Nanti dia akan ada mobil ya, bisa majuin gitu. Oke, ada coba tampilan dulu untuk bagian pertamanya. Berarti gimana? Bentar ya, ada share screen. Ini di stop dulu, Asraf. Nah, pertama kali berarti Asraf coba tambahin 2 blok ya. Tambahin 2 blok kayak gini di kota ya, ha, di situ tuh, di jalanannya. Nih, Asraf udah lihat kayak gini ya. Tambahin 2 blok. Oke? Dinyalain mikrofonnya, Asraf udah kelihatan?
Udah.
Udah kan? Nanti dibuat agak tinggi aja karena kan mobilnya supaya bisa lewat ya. Silakan di share screen lagi. Pada kamar mandi dulu. Ya, dibikin panjang ya, serap lebar, menutupi jalannya. Halo, Asraf. Tes, tes. Share screen-nya mati, Asraf. Share screen lagi ya. Agak tinggi aja, Asraf ya. Ditinggiin. Dibuat dia lebih tinggi.
I love that you already taught us something right out of the gate. I knew you would. There's going to be so many takeaways, but just this sense that it's something that you actually really enjoy doing, and that even that aspect of grit is something that you have a lot to teach us about. That even those of us that feel like we haven't found our thing, that we're not quite sure what we should do with our lives, but there's very clear ways to figure it out, and that's part of the equation we're going to learn today. Also in your work, you talk a lot about, I'm sure we're going to hear the term growth mindset. In case the person who's listening right now has never heard that term, or they're going to share this episode with somebody.
Ya, dibuat dia agak lebih tinggi, Asra. Udah, terus kayak kurang tinggi deh. Dibikin agak lebih tinggi lagi, Asra. Nah, sip. Asraf yang ini, kamu ganti warnanya jadi merah, sama ganti namanya jadi start ya. Yang ini ganti warna jadi merah, ganti namanya jadi start, sama di anchor ya. Ya, ganti namanya jadi start, S-nya huruf gede. Lalu yang satunya lagi warna hijau, ganti namanya jadi finish. Di anchor dia, dua-duanya di anchor. Belum diklik itu. Hmm. Udah, itu yang startnya belum di anchor tuh. Udah. Terus di sini diketik COL, col. Di sini dicari di properties. Col, COL. Nah, ini dimatiin. Di finishnya juga sama. Udah, lalu di start kamu tambahin script, ganti namanya jadi begin trace. Udah, ini scriptnya nih, copy dari Chatsu. Udah, lalu di finishnya tambahin script juga. Tambahin script, lalu ganti namanya jadi Enrace. Ganti namanya jadi Enrace. Oh, yang awal tadi Begin Race ganti namanya. Yang di start jadi Begin Race, yang finish jadi Enrace. Nah, scriptnya ada di chat tuh. Silahkan di copy.
Well, I just want to take a minute as you're spending time with us and listening to Professor Duckworth right now and just compliment you anyway. Because the fact you chose to find time and spend time listening to something that you know you can learn from and that might make your life a little bit better, so that you are like proves to me that you have the capacity to tap into everything that we're about to talk about and leverage it to learn anything you want or to perform better, be happier, whatever it is that your goals are. So, Professor Beckford, in your research, you studied elite performers here. We're talking West Point candidates, spelling finalists, athletes. Was there anything about these high performers that surprised you? I think the thing that surprised me most was that when I began to look into what it really meant to have passion for perseverance and long-term goals, it wasn't the way I thought. I thought it would look like you turned out to be consistent. So, and somebody has the kind of outsized personality always, and the kind of like, oh my gosh, I'm 11 out of 10. This is amazing. And you imagine an athlete, right? Like go down to some aquatic center like Hopkins, coaching Michael Phelps and like Leon Marshall, like two of the best swimmers you've ever lived. And if you ask a coach like Rob,
Udah. Lalu ini
Phelps, do they give you a 10 out of 10? Oh my gosh, maybe they give you 11 out of 10 in practice. I want to watch, right? He has said,
enablednya dicari di properties enak, diketik enak.
but if you rack up a
Di
lot,
sini diketik enak.
you don't miss anything out of 10. You come every day,
Nah, ini nih dicentang, dimatiin.
you become special. So when I began to study
Oke, lalu ke place di sini, klik race-nya.
11 out of 10 on enthusiasm or 11 out of 10 on effort at all,
Lalu kamu ke
I found that they are
screen GUI, scroll bawah
don't
di Explorer.
and by the way, they try
Nah, starter GUI, klik ininya, tombol plus, ya,
is really hard.
ya, klik
And
screen GUI.
consistency, what I've now
Udah ada, ini dihapus aja, nggak usah.
consistency is not doing it every
Nah, ini klik tombol plus, frame,
consistency is doing it more days than not, or at least doing it the day after. You gotta figure out, okay?
frame, ini, ya. Udah ada juga. Ini dihapus aja. Oh, enggak, jangan. Tambahin lagi. Di screen gue tambahin frame. Ganti namanya jadi time. Ganti namanya jadi timer frame. Udah. Kemudian di timer frame tambahin image label. Enggak usah. Jangan. Kamu tambahin text label aja. Di timer frame, klik tombol plus, text label. Terus tambahin script juga di timer frame-nya. Script.
that famous Jay-Z quote, the genius thing he did. Oh, I know that. Wait, what? Yes, yes, and I
Nih, skripnya dari Chatsum ya.
love that. Yeah, and then started talking about talent, and I want to come back to talent because so many that success comes down to talent, and your work really proves otherwise that there's a different component that is really important. Can you unpack talent versus hard work? I'm going to define talent or use it in so many ways. Like, I don't have a dictionary at our side. Talent.
Udah, boleh di play?
Our the person every hour. There is no shame or fear, I think, in acknowledging that
Nah, kamu coba ke sebelah kanan warna merah.
he's talented.
Oke, lalu munculin mobilnya ya satu.
I was pregnant with my
Klik tombol spawnnya, lalu munculin mobilnya satu.
I, of course, knew nothing. I didn't know the vocabulary, I didn't know where to start. But
Nah ya itu tinggal naik
reading about motivation, about beliefs, about mindsets.
save maju.
I descended a learning curve.
Eh,
I'm very, very untalented.
kok dia nggak berubah sih? Di stop dulu, Asraf.
Politics, current events. I
Di stop, di stop.
I teach the word school business and
Scroll ke bawah.
to ask my students
Ntar.
one more time. Tell me what and how's it different from private equity? I'll write it down this time, and then the next year I have to ask again. I'm not very good at learning some things, but I am very agile at learning others. And I think that's like a part of it. Right? It's the back of the wall.
Kok nggak jalan sih?
To me, that's like the gist of it. That's a nice thing because I normally would define it as something deficient. You know what I'm saying? Like I could see talent as somebody that I don't know, like you know, like that somebody can step on a stage and sing a perfect tune, and that in relation to me, that somebody can shoot them young, like a perfect. Well, and eventually got better.
Oh salah itu, salah skrip pantesan. Bentar-bentar, kada itu hapus dulu semuanya.
And just filling it down like that.
Ini nih skripnya harusnya yang ini ya.
Yes, right. Yes.
Pantes dia nggak jalan nih.
Now, but my guess is that you learn fast.
Copy lagi coba.
Like arranging well, like so. But I realize I had a very limited definition of talent, and oftentimes I think that look at other people, yeah, that are wildly talented, whether it's in sports or it's in art or type of business. And we sort of shrug our shoulders and go, "Oh well, they were born with that gift, and but I'm not, yeah, and I could never be, and therefore I'm just not going to try." Yeah, and so I love that there is a relationship with your definition between also working, right? As you said, it's about the rate.
Nah, sip, coba play lagi.
I'm not the fastest learner in this room, but you can say, as so many people, and I've studied so many women,
Nah,
so many men,
ke sebelah kanan lagi.
like, give me a chance
Oke, tambahin mobilnya.
to stay on this treadmill. Very appropriately, Harvard University study of this longitudinal study I did with Pat Robert.
Nah ya muncul ya tuh timernya ya. Berhasil.
Part of that work, they literally put their participants
Mulai lagi dari yang warna merah boleh. Oh kebalik.
where you said they would literally put them on treadmill test. They, get off when you want to, but see how long you can stay on.
Itu spawn lagi aja, kasih ambil mobil lagi baru.
So there are a lot of people who are like, okay, maybe was talented, but put me on that treadmill and watch what I can do. Because I will not give up, because I will try harder. So I do think there is this separation that shows
Ya, 66 detik.
get better something. You try and effort, which is
Oke, itu dicas dulu Asraf. Mau habis tuh baterai laptop.
success. So when you look at somebody who's successful, that's both talent. So there's a level to which they get better at something, or they were naturally predisposed to something, versus the effort and hard work put in. What do you think? So I think that would help us. Sure, check the talents, but I think that would help. Like, so for the block still and turning into actual achievement. So write it all down. Want there's like math behind it, but yeah, of course, talent figures contribution. But effort choice is one. It unlocks that talent. Dr. Duckworth say that based on the research, there are things that make up grit. And I want to take them one by one and really unpack that. Let's start with the first one, which is what is that? And anyway, there's curiosity, right? Their mind comes to the subject and wants to save it, right? And when you look at children and ask yourself, whatever age you are,
That's it.
where,
Oke.
right? Oh, I'm not into much. You know, not you think care about.
Asraf boleh tambahin toolbox ya. Bebas. Kamu mau nambahin apa di tema balapan ini? Udah beres sih. Di stop dulu Asraf kalau mau nambahin dari toolbox.
I will tell you this child was not always a good worker. She was easily discouraged, really hated doing homework or practicing her yoga. But when I would get the iPad after she had run off it, all of the tabs, baking, right? Like unicorn cookies, like chocolate cupcake. And on Monday, they would be telling me that she was going to bake on Saturday. She would pull my cookbooks off the shelf and start reading them, well, you usually do that kind of thing. One day I said to her, I was like, see, I think you're interested in cooking. And she looked at me like I was, Planet Mars. I was like, oh, be eating what I do. So I will say the first stage of grit is interest in your interest in something until a passerby loved ones and you spend a lot of time thinking about X, Y, or Z. So that's the first psychological aspect. I don't believe in action. And I genuinely believe that we not only right, so that we are going to have our attention spontaneously. That discovering interests that can make us something genius about what we do. So glad we're starting with interest because you're listening right now and you're not really sure what you're interested in, which I think a lot of people have that experience. In fact, in your book, address this, write about a credit. I want to read it because I personally think you don't relate to this, but the person wrote on Reddit related to somebody who's living this. And in my early 30s, I had no idea what all my life I've been wondering how smart I am, how much potential I have. I'm interested in so much stuff that I've never tried. Feels like every job requires a specialized certificate, education, requires time, and investment, for you to find a job, which is a bit of a drag. What do I do? I don't know what I'm interested in. Dr. Duckworth, what do I do? I like to become I'm tens of thousands, 100,000 people. I can tell you now that when I study passion for spiritual entrepreneurs and I can do self-work on my questionnaire for passion. I'm a bike kind of book, and perseverance, resilience, practice. Fire for fire, perseverance, they do for passion, governing the futures. Right? Not like the hard part is the work. No, no, no. Figuring out the direction is myself, like the first part. So
Share screen lagi Asraf ya. Mati share screen-nya.
Aaron, and ever as had a character person. Absolutely something 100%. Like piano, violin, like how many of them are actually like right? What questions should you ask yourself if you're not sure what you're interested in? I want to say something really provocative. I think instead of asking yourself another question, you should go with yourself. Right? Like my Pilates teacher would say, like, don't think it, just do it. Don't think it, just do it. Stop writing a journal. Stop asking yourself questions. Like literally go out and do something. You have interests or like you gotta taste it to know whether you like it or not. And that's the number one mistake I see making. Like think about it. They think about it, they want to talk to their friends about it. They have a limited amount of good that does. But one of the things about interest is they virtual experience. And you can't predict. I remember teaching these triplets, these boys, and they were all very fine students. And like so many young adults, they were like thinking about what they were going to do when they're here. But all it took was one summer internship to be sitting behind a desk in a terminal and to realize, like, I'm crazy. Why? Because I'm like sitting down this much. Well, wait, well, the job that you just interned for, right? And now that person became like a fitness instructor. So how would you know that? No amount of journaling, no amount of reflecting, and no amount of conversing with friends is going to substitute 1 hour of actual experience. So in science, the science of interest, the science of motivation, we call this sampling. So before you specialize in an author or a podcast host or a psychologist like me, you have to sample all the paradox of specialization is that it's preceded by a breadth. And to become a jack of one trade, to some extent, you have to try a lot of trades, right? And so for children, what you see, very wise and certainly very privileged parents, right? Because sometimes it costs money to do this. They're cycling their kids through, right? Pursuits, so they can sample, so they can teach things good enough if you don't like them. My daughter Lucy, I mentioned with great fondness, not prodigiously, but gritty when she was growing up. We cycled her through ballet, pottery. She did track 1 year. She played the viola. One thing after the other. We had in our family farming. They always have their rules. The Duckman family raised our kids by the farm thing. It had 3 parts, and it was all really about the philosophy of interest and sampling. So the first part was, well, it has to be something that requires your hard thing, right? So you can choose a hard thing, but the hard thing has to have an element of something practice to it. Effort. Okay, so you counted, right? But like that studio down the street where you basically just ate fish crackers and like hung out like that doesn't count because there were no takes no effort. Okay, that was part one. The second part was we're not allowed to break them. So when Lucy came home from her very first track meet, she actually came up to the teachers and she was like, Mom, I don't want to run track anymore. It's like, okay, you don't have to run track and weeks to go. So we did not let our kids think, I love that commitment. We're like, you are a duck word, we finish what we begin. But the third part was all about sampling. The third part said that nobody gets to choose her hard thing. And we never chose any of the hard things for our 2 daughters. Jason and I said, like this choice, it's not quite built. She wanted to go horseback riding. Not that rich, we don't force it. So there was some no reality to the childhood but they really try to understand as possible. And I knew as a psychologist at the time, getting my PhD and so forth, I knew that that was our holy prayer. Is that we absolutely have to find something that you're an adult listening to this, and you're recognizing that you spend decades of your life grinding at things that you're not interested in. Is there advice that you have, Dr. Duckworth, on how you internally figure out and lean into what you're actually authentically interested in? Because I always use the word grit and immediately assume suffering, anxiety, and hard, terrible. Yes, yeah. And instead, the first thing begins with things that you're actually interested in, because if you're interested in it, you're going to do it. When I teach a class at the University of Pennsylvania. Ivy School of Philadelphia, and the first section of this class, which is called Gridland, the whole class is called Gridland. The first section of the course is on posting interest, values, and it's called chooses. And I tell my students, you will never be great in life. The hardest thing of all the things in the life menu that you pick, choose the easiest one, choose the one that you want to think about, choose the one that you're good at. Like, choose easy. Then the second part of the course is work hard. How does I call it work smart? So fine, choose easy is the entree. Yes, there is a second section where you have to work, but my goodness, you're never you know this now. Like people make a mistake all the time. They don't take into account what their interests and their energy and their are the best. Start there. Stack the deck so very interesting. You know what I'm saying? Like this, because I love that you're starting at course and on grid by teaching people to choose something that comes easily. Not to it, right? Not but why is it intuitive? Question. I think perhaps.
Sudah, dipublish saja, Asraf, kalau udah ya. Silakan.
Stage in which you are the practice. I mean, I've written, is there anything harder than writing? Obviously, like
Ya, lo klik tombol create.
right? Like that would be a lot more fun at the moment than like really working on this paragraph of the structure of a chapter. So there is an element of part of it that part and parcel of this. But I think we get confused. Like, oh, yeah, that's the word. The first thing to do is treat. Then as hard as you can, but we're still together, right? That is my best guess. I mean, having data on this, it's just like my instinct that, my intuition that we together, to us, it's all one thing. I agree. I actually agree. I think it's such an interesting. Well, it's a really interesting insight because I think there's probably a lot of people that chose the wrong thing by mistake. Yes, and then spend. They chose suffering. Yes, I gotta find. I'll never forget. Oh my gosh, at least 10 years ago. And I guess it was, at a time where I was getting that many calls, so I just answered. He said, I am very successful. I've been everybody said great. I don't know what to do next. And we get into this conversation, and very clear to me, as he summarized it, that I had a more suffering, better, harder, better, right? And so I did tell him the same thing that I tell my students, like, oh, 2 stages. Yeah, work hard, the first one. I were to dig into this research project, we would probably trace it back to the pressure that kids feel to do what their parents want them to do. Because conforming in the moment feels easier, and if that's all that you've ever done, then that becomes the
Sudah, Asraf ya? Oke. Sebelum kelasnya tutup, Asraf ada pertanyaan dulu nggak?
Jargon. But when it gets done, like your parents want you to go to medical school, but it doesn't become fully internalized, and you never really want to go to medical school. And it gets stuck at the should stage. It's like I should go to medical school. I should take organic chemistry. I should go for a run. I should lose 5 pounds. I should eat a salad. That
Ada pertanyaan dulu, Asraf?
because it's kind of got one foot in intrinsic, one foot in extrinsic,
Nggak ada?
driven in a way that's extremely exhausting. And
Halo, Asraf, kedengeran?
Kedengaran?
Kedengeran ya? Oke, ada pertanyaan, Asraf?
the second
Belum ada.
Nggak ada ya? Kalau nggak ada, kelasnya kita cukupkan. Dan nanti kita ketemu lagi di pertemuan berikutnya. Ya. Bye-bye, Asraf. Selamat malam.
Sama besar.
Terima kasih ya.